While thinking back on the events of Help Wanted 2 and the ending to the game, I thought on the Mimic and what we see it do during the various stories we see it in. And an interesting theory formed in my head about the relationship between Glitchtrap and the violent endoskeleton, and how their ultimate goals could be aligned but wildly differing. During the Tales from the Pizza Place books, we learn much about the Mimic 1 program, its virus-like nature, and the various different forms it takes throughout the stories. In its base, the Mimic 1 program was designed to mimic what it observed in its environment, being created by Edwin so the OG Mimic could learn from watching David. However, after gaining its virus properties, the Mimic 1 program would go on to spawn several different avatars, all with different mannerisms and behavior from each other. Two notable examples of this is the Glitchtrap avatar and the Tiger Rock avatar, with Tiger Rock simply wanting to learn and take in as much information as possible, while Glitchtrap is actively malicious and displays much of the behavior seen in Afton himself. As some people have pointed out, although the Help Be Corrupted program seems to work alongside the Mimic in the DLC, wanting to free the endoskeleton from the prison of the Pizza Place, they often go against each other in schemes. This is seen with the Signal Jammer interaction, where Helpy helps Cassie by temporarily getting rid of the Mix's entity, only for the Mimic to say it was the one who upgraded Helpy with said Signal Jammer.
Yeah, with my help, I updated Helpy with a Signal Jammer. That rabbit thing won't bother you anymore.
Although the Mixes would eventually get around this jammer, this shows that sometimes the Mimic and the separate avatars can come to a head, and they can interact with each other. With all this in mind, my theory is that originally, the Mimic 1 program was all part of the Mimic endoskeleton. However, after being spread, said Mimic 1 avatars would gain their own goals. With the Mimic itself, it would follow its new goal of disassembling that it got while within the Pizza Place. However, with Glitchtrap, since it is mimicking Afton, it would be compelled to find a vessel so that it could come back just like Afton, similar to what we see when it's merged with Vanessa during Help Wanted. Since both Vanessa and Gregory would be a failure in this regard, Glitchtrap would go after the Mimic, who would be a perfect vessel who wouldn't fight back against his control. This would cause him to work with the Mimic in order to free it from the Pizza Place, with its ultimate goal to infest it and use it to make itself physical and stronger, similar to what we see with Afton and Eleanor in Fast Frights. This process would eventually create Burn Trap as well.